Hello all. Okay, it's a little bit different this video. It's basically Struan's going to be doing the rear brakes, discs and brake pads on his Ford Grand Tourneo Connect. I've done a video on this car before, and this video is going to be about how he's going to change the rear brakes on it. So I'll get the footage throughout the actual repair job on that car. A wee look round the car so you get familiar with it again. I have done a few videos on this motor. So we're just going to show you around the outside of it. I've done a separate video on this. It's titled as such regarding this car. So the tools that are required, the major tools that are required for this task is I've given a shot my hydraulic trolley jack to obviously get the car off the ground. But first of all, he's going to slacken off the wheel nuts while the weight's still on the wheel using a big torque wrench. Then he's got the box with the brake discs and the brake pads, because it's the rear discs on this model, are in there. He's got his own socket set as well for getting the wheel nuts off, and whatever else is required to get in. The caliper will probably have to come off. So this is literally near enough at midnight repair or a task that's been done on this vehicle, because this is quite a quiet time. So it is discs on this score, that's the reason you're getting them off. There's a big ridge on the... They're not desperately bad, they're quite rusty as well. Right, so they're just going to get replaced with a new one. There is a score on the ridge on the peripheral circumference of the disc, which indicates wear. So they are due to be replaced. And, well, let's record the footage of the task being done. And so the cameraman, so I'm not going to get my hands dirty. Struan's got these, what's it, latex gloves or something? Yeah, he's got these plastic latex gloves to protect. Yes, it's very dirty work. Not only have you got oil and dirt and road dust and all sorts of muck, you've also got brake pad disc wear as well. The friction lining, there's a very fine dust and it makes a real mess. So it's a very messy job. So he has got the proper gloves, because when you handle that kind of stuff, it's really fine brake disc powder. So I don't really want to get that in your hands. Have you got a security lock to remove on that? Yes, oh right, so there's one security bolt to be done, and the remaining 5 wheel nuts to be snacking. Yeah, it's going to be... Protocol get the wheel off. It's your passenger side are quite new, so they've got new wheel nuts, brand new wheel nuts on them, on the front. But with my car, I used to have a security wheel nut. But what I done, I just got rid of them and just made the whole 5 wheel nuts. I got a set of 4 wheel nuts and just replaced every security wheel nut we have proper nut. So when you take it to a garage, you've got all that extra hassle with that security. And nobody's going to nick these alloys. That's a 15-year-old car. I mean, the alloys are like 10 a penny these days, isn't they? So who's going to nick them? But it's just the standard parts and stuff wheel nuts on them. The security wheel nuts, sorry. They're going to have wheel nuts, of course, but the security wheel nuts is a bit of a pain. But as you say, I just save all that extra hassle. So, I mean, you wouldn't want my alloy wheels. I mean, they're not the best, but I mean, I don't really care. As long as the wheels keep the wheels turning, that's all I mind. Alloys, I mean, they're 10 a penny. It's not like something that's really expensive. If it would be really dear alloys, then yeah, we'd keep security nuts on for the people that would try to steal the wheels. But you get an alloy wheel like that, it'd have to be worth more than the car to make it valuable. Okay, a car of that age that's more valuable to me personally than the actual wheel alloy. But anyway, I'll show you the footage once we get on with this job, progressing on this job. Now jacking the vehicle up and raising the weight off the wheel. That's the next task. And then once you get the wheel off, you get access to the brakes. likewise, the procedure for when you're tightening your wheel nuts, you put the wheel on, put the nuts on, put them on tight-ish, you know, not overly tight. Then you put the weight back on the wheel. You put the vehicle back, all 4 wheels on the ground. Then you torque the wheel nuts. You torque them up when the vehicle weight is on them. There's no point torquing them up with the weight off because you'll just turn the wheel. So you just put the wheel nuts on, make sure the wheel's on firm, the nuts are on tight. Just sort of nipped, and then once the weight's back on the wheel, once all the cars are on the road, all the wheels are on the ground, then you torque the wheel nuts to the specified torque. Just make sure they're tight. I always just what I done when I changed the wheels and stuff on my car is to get the one the weight's on, is just put it down front and give it another. I put my weight on it, but not too much because you don't want to burst the thread. Just so it's nipped really tight and another good nip. That wheel nut will come off because the wheel nut's bevel, so it's like a taper. So yeah, so that'll be the security one, isn't it?
You see what happens to the fuckers?
Oh, the fucking things will start to round, don't they?
See, when they're like that, it's not bad, but that's the reason I got new ones. They're made of different material. They're very similar to being like thin aluminium plastic caps almost.
Just
I know plastic's not aluminium.
pain when that happens if they round. You've got to drill them off. Oh, that wheel came off easy though. See, sometimes it sticks on.
Yeah, get a thump in the right place, it's alright.
Yeah, it says all the brake dust you don't want to get on your hands. You see all that muckins in there. It's not making a mess of the floor, by the way. We'll tidy up. When we're finished this job, we'll tidy up. So viewers, I must make this clear. Once this job's finished, any mess that's left, we clean it up. We clean up behind us. So it'll be like this job's never happened. There'll be no mess left. Everything will be tidied up when the task's complete. Everything, so we're not affecting anything here. So I'm not leaving any behind.
No.
Any tools behind. Anyway, I better record this properly. So now, this is where showing where the pitting is. I don't really want to touch it, but this rim, it's there, isn't it? That's where the wear starts to show. And the brakes are the pad wear.
They're actually not too bad for wear. They are just rusty.
Oh yeah, look at that, you can see it clearer. Look, see when I zoom in, you can actually see just leaves left on these friction materials left on. So you've now got to get the caliper off. You know you've got to re-bleed the brakes. No, do you not have to push the piston in to compensate?
You should need to re-bleed them. You're not pushing it in.
So that's slackening off the.
If you push the piston out the way, you will, because of the air.
They're sucking air in, yeah. Is it going back on itself? So yeah, so it's just pushing the fluid back into the reservoir then, isn't it? Do you need to take the lid off the reservoir?
I'm hoping not. We'll find out.
Because when you push back on the pistons, it's like acting back on the brake seal, isn't it? Because it's hydraulic and it's there's not to be any air in that system.
If there is, I can bring it.
Yeah. But it's obviously the brakes work on a hydraulic principle. So the principles of hydraulic brakes, it's just a mechanical advantage. It's a big piston acting on a smaller piston, so your brake pedal's moving, say like this much, but the actual, ultimately at the caliper disc, there's like a minute gap between the brake pad and the disc. But you imagine the movement of your brake pedal moving, and all that's concentrated on a very small amount. That makes the pressure, the hydraulic pressure, extremely strong, which gives you your braking efficiency. It squeezes, it's probably a sliding caliper, so as it pushes one piston's pushing, it's like double acting, it's acting on the other side of the caliper. It's a sliding caliper and it sandwiches the disc with brake pads. I think that's my understanding. I've not explained it that well. Don't quote me, I'm not a mechanic, so I'm just giving you my understanding of how the hydraulic brakes work. It's 50-50 split. That's the petrol station. That's what it is. Yeah, it'll be somebody's probably waiting on the pump, you know, but you've got a 50-50 brake, you've got a split braking, so your master cylinder's under the bonnet, it's hydraulic, not hydraulic, it's vacuumed, although this is a diesel of a vacuum pump. That gives you a brake booster, and you've got two circuits, I think it's front right and rear left and vice versa, so it's diagonally split. So if you lose hydraulic fluid in one line, you've got half braking on the other, and have it crossways so it doesn't, the vehicle doesn't pull to one side. you could have them like front wheels and back wheels, but I think if it was like that, the rear might skid, so they have a rear wheel and a front wheel diagonally split. It's hydraulic principles for the hydraulic braking. That's roughly how they work. That's my understanding. Also, the handbrake for the rear wheels being done, take the handbrake off. Because obviously that works with the brake pads. So if you're changing the brakes, you've got your vehicle in gear, you chop the wheels. So it's not all the way, it's just a level surface anyway that we're on. So, but it's always good practice at actual stance, wheel into the vehicle. So jab wheels or something the cars doesn't follow basically. You can see the rest of the suspension and that under there with the wheel off. That's your spring, your shock absorber in the spring. Actually no, that's the pump stop, the shock absorbers are there, it's remotely done. So you're slacking off the car, you've got the flexible hose, the brake hose there, because obviously that's got to be flexible to allow movement because of the movement of the suspension. The copper pipes are rigid because that just meets up to the union, which there's a union join there which meets to the flex hose to allow for the movement of the suspension, because obviously you've got to have a flexible pipe there. What a market! Somebody's doing oh, you see this place at night, Saturday night boy races, isn't it? That's your handbrake spring there, isn't it, at the back, isn't it?
Here?
Yeah, I think that is, isn't it?
I would say yes.
Yeah, that'd be the handbrake cables. Ratchet, isn't it? There's an electronic your handbrake.
No, it's manual.
Manual, the old school one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's the big bolt coming out to remove the brake caliper, the rear brake caliper.
It says coming out.
It's always easier said than done. Oh yeah, just open up the caliper, pull up the pads, yep.
It's easier when you can see.
Yeah, that's certainly He's got the copper grease and all the rest of it. Putting all the peripherals of the disc. It's to stop the wheel and brakes and that season. And obviously it's a high boiling point grease and it doesn't affect the friction for the, it doesn't make it lubricant, but it stops. It's like an anti-seize.
Anti-seize, yeah.
Yeah, and it prevents any corrosion in the bolts associated with the brakes. Well, now to get the
Hanging on for dear life, right?
yeah. A bit of the underside as well, the car.
That's my gloves already burst.
Oh jeez.
I don't know where it came from.
I've got a spare one. I think these ones are maybe a bit weaker than the ones I've got around. You get to the petrol pumps.
I've got more in the boot.
Oh yeah, the ones these black ones look a bit stronger than
The ones are actually shite. I've got even more, I've got blue ones in the car, but I forgot about them.
Can we could do double wrap on me? Just put two of them on, 2 or 3 on it.
When I get to the dirty work, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Right now I'm on it.
Probably get really good ones are expensive, but it's not worth it really at the end of the day. You get swarthy, you just to clean your hands after the job.
I'll just wash your hands on the side.
Yeah. It's not really like oil you're getting your hands covered with, it's just more brake dust basically. It's road dirt, so it's not like oil's pretty, that seeps in because it's a lubricant. That's what it's designed to do, it's designed to flow oil, whereas brake dust is just dust and grime.
You hate getting calipers open because you don't want to destroy them in the process.
Oh, that car's squealing a bit there. You get boy races. Saturday night you're going to get them. You would like it. That's your anti-rattle, squeal pin, or
These are just, these like distribute the brake force.
Yeah, that copper pin you're taking out there is just to
It's
stop
not so
them.
much a pin, is it? Jesus.
Oh, I know, that is annoying, eh? They're just going round in circles, squealing, brake, they're doing their racing, drag racing, they do nothing, they get away with it. I see what's like at the car park the other day, bloody hell, like a blooming car show there with the
McDonald's in the camper thing.
Oh, jeez. I like my fast cars, but it's good to see them at a racetrack rather than on the public road.
Exactly.
Destroying
So
the
people
noise.
die.
Yeah, exactly. Aha! Caliper's coming off.
Certainly is.
It's not the easiest task, I don't think I'd be too in a hurry to do that. There we go, the caliper off.
There's a piston.
And there's the piston, I'll show you the piston, that's a single piston. That there, I'll see if you can zoom in. So that is basically acting on the backs of the pad, and as it does that, it's a sliding caliper, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, and then there's a wee pad behind it, isn't there?
Pads there.
Yeah, so it's
There's your anti-squeal. Oh, yeah.
anti-squeal.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's one brake pad. I don't want to touch it, but it's going to be filthy. But that's good enough. The caliper is. That's the hose that you can see, the brake hose that you don't want to damage, obviously, because that's your hydraulic.
That's where that's going to sit now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
let's
wee
get this one
bungee
fucked
thing.
up.
Bungee cord to.
I've done that flash.
There's your dust things.
This is the absolute hurrah job here. This is a caliper bracket bolt.
Yeah, the caliper bracket's still got to come off. This is all the caliper bracket here.
You give me a 15 or a 16?
Back. That's the bolts, it's
15s.
15s. You need to be removed.
Sure do. Then it's going to be getting this fucker off.
Yes, it's,
These ones are going to be on fairly fucking tight.
Yep. It's better than have like WD-40 or something just to start to, seep into.
Doesn't it work too fast? That's a problem.
Good old brute force.
Half inch to 3/4 of that.
Yeah, you got a big breaker bar, a big torque wrench.
Well, torque wrench is different, but
Breaker
bar, yeah.
clearance. Move it out of the way.
to get a wee bit.
You get the leverage with that big wrench to get that stubborn bolt off. It's probably been on for how many years, and being rare as well. All the dirt. There's no engine heat to dry out all the corrosion, corrosive. Sort of tend to be more corrosive at the back. There's no other heat.
Holy fuck.
Anti-clockwise.
I'm going to move other shit out of the
So
way
if
so I
you're
can get the
turning
leverage.
this clockwise because you're at it from this side, but it is turning the bolt anti-clockwise. It appears to be clockwise from where we're at, but the bolt is being turned that way, which is actually anti-clockwise. But when viewed from this angle, from this side, it will appear to be clockwise. But it's got to be to slacken it's a right hand thread, so it's anti-clockwise. This will appear clockwise from this angle. And just doing this wrestling to get that stubborn bolt off. I don't think I would be in so much of a hurry to get that off. But I'm sure you'll get it off. Are you? That's it, you got it off though. Is the tall one they do now? Oh,
There you go.
that's called wrestling the bolt.
Fucking hell, man.
Tight as fuck, yeah. You got him off though.
Uh-huh.
Good, good. You got like a list to help you, a big full barrel.
Yeah.
Wrench, big long wrench.
Jesus. That's some size exhaust box.
Oh, you got a bit of view of that. Let's see if we could get that as
I'll
well.
see it right through. There's a spider living under my bumper. I can pay the MOT then.
Yeah, maybe you need to go to the other side. I can't get it from this angle again. Right, try and see if we could. Oh, yeah, the big silencer. It comes in, gases go on the one side, come at the same side. It's a non-cross flow silencer. Oh, look, I could get a good view from here.
Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, fuck.
Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the cloth in here. Because this is sore on my knees, I'm going to hit it. I don't know what I just kneel on the
Nah,
deck,
of course
it's
not.
just filthy. Hang on, I'll go and get the Thornton one until they were tight and they were, put an extra bit, just a couple of nips just to make sure it was on firm, and that was never came off. Right, let's see if we get that bolt. So that's the caliper bracket bolt.
One of two.
Which one is in the process of coming off, it's still sore on my knees kneeling on this bloody ground, but I'll have to maybe try and sit on the deck. I'm going to get filthy no matter.
Oh, I've just found some good news as well. The disc's going to come off without a fight.
Oh, good. That's always good news.
You filmed from there, that's good.
Yeah, it's actually, I could kind of get comfy because I'm sitting on the ground, but I'm sitting on the cloth, so
You can lean on my wheel.
I should have maybe sat on it, but then it'd be too high up.
What's that?
I'd be sitting on the wheel, it'd be too high up.
No, I said you'd be able to lean on it with the camera.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, there we go. Look. Brilliant idea. Steady it on there. So,
Stable.
That's the chicken bolt, isn't it, for the caliper bracket. Oh, there we go, caliper off. Cast iron piece of metal.
Shit. It'd be times like these where I'd probably like to clean the fucker up.
We've got copper grease to put on the bowl. Wire brush it. Now you just.
Wire brush would be good.
That looks like Loctite.
It will be, because it's vibrations.
Yeah, okay, that'll be pretty. Aha, there's one disc removed. I don't want to.
You're going to see just how much better the new ones are pretty shortly.
Yeah. Oh.
I've got a small box as the pads.
Have you covered your dress? No, no, no,
That's not got on it,
no dress on that, right? That's fine. Because you'd be. So this is the new pads. I could have them because they're nice and clean. That's the anti-squeal disc pin, and you can see there's plenty of meat left on them. Delphi brakes.
Fucking bastard.
They're heavy. The discs are heavy. There's two of them. So you've got one on each. So there's two sets in there, one for each side. And then we've got a nice brand new disc coming out.
There you go.
Oh, look at that, nice and shiny.
Difference is this one's not ventilated.
Oh, right,
It's
no.
thick.
Was your old one ventilated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't mind.
Because you don't break fade. The ventilated discs are there for. Because it's quite a heavy vehicle and there's a lot of load.
Ventilator's good, but these being thick, that's good.
Yeah, that's quite.
But yeah, that's fits on there nicely. So
Yep. So
now we're going to do reverse order. Bracket on, pads through, caliper shut, wheel on.
get a view from that one. Getting old. She getting off the ground when you've just sort of sitting on the. I've got a view of the nice new disc.
Very good.
Yeah.
Try and get an MOT advisor, put an advisory on that.
What's your back play like? That's quite good, isn't it?
Ah, it's a dust shield.
Dust shield.
If I notice that, that's
Mine's
going to
are
fucking
quite.
rust.
Mine's are quite warm and mine are rusted. So you got that's your hub. That's your
Just get a quick
hub
de-rust.
bearings in there. Get a wee clean because just as quick. Get a wee. But you've even got a wire brush in your toe.
I got a wire brush.
You hear that? That's that cheeseburger I had at the first supper earlier. I knew chip in Craigie. It's quite good.
That'll do.
Chips are alright, yeah.
Let's get it on.
Oh yeah, we'll clean all this up obviously, yeah. So when we're finished, we're tidying up. We tidy up all the stuff, all the tools, all the parts, and we're not making a mess. We tidy up when we're finished. So one will come here and wouldn't even know that we were here to do this job. So nice new disc.
Nice new disc on it, bracket.
So it's non-vented as opposed to vented. So I could maybe show you what a vented disc looks like on my car because it's the front ones are vented. So a vent disc, mine's are pretty squared but they still work alright. So it's two discs basically with a gap between them, and that's where the air goes through to keep the disc cool. Now my discs are kind of scored and will be needing replaced, but the brakes work fine. Try to show them what wear on the pads if I could. I'm not sure if you can camera in there, but it's not down to metal yet. Let's put it like that. The brake pads are not down to metal. There's no like metal to metal or anything. I'll not let it get that bad. The rear ones on mine are the same, but it's solid disc on the rear on mine. There are scored, but I could get new ones. There's meat on them, but they are getting worn. But they still work. The handbrake still works. But it's an old car. I mean, that's what 14.5-year-old. But the brakes are serviceable. But this is
Don't let the guys rip you off.
no, you can do the job yourself and save yourself.
One of the easiest jobs you can do, in fact.
It's a satisfying job as well. There's a handbrake cable. You can just show that there. And down that cable there. Black cable, handbrake. That hose there is your flexible hose for your hydraulic fluid. Because obviously all this suspension, this allows this whole hub system to move up and down with the speed, the bumps on the road. So that has to be flexible. The brake pipes, that goes to a rigid copper brake pipe or something, or a brass or whatever it is, underneath the car to the master cylinder under the bonnet. But that's a rigid one. Doesn't need to be flexible. Same with the front, you've got flexible hoses where it meets the movement of the suspension. So the rear caliper is going on now. The rear caliper bracket, sorry, is going on now. Yeah, that's factory job. They'll probably bind for a bit until you run them in, eh? Slightly.
It's alright, shouldn't do too badly.
You smell the thing getting burning. You always get that smell when they burn, again, like when you first use them. And it's just burning now, because there's like oil in that disc to stop it corroding. There's like grease or something there.
Really, if I'd had
not oil, but
brake cleaner.
Yeah, brake cleaner, that'll clean all that off.
But no, so we'll just let it fucking.
I'll burn it off. I'll clear off though, yeah.
Sounds like an alarm or something.
Yeah, that's all the alarms. They're just metal. It's a hammer on a metal dish, and it's metal sound. That's what the old bells used to be. Yeah. It's all digital now these days.
Oh.
Emulating a bell sound, but that's how the bell worked. It was metal hammer in the dish, and just be a relay that opened and closed, and it was be very fast.
I was going to find just a wee bit, but not much.
I'll free off when you start using it. So, time to put the new brake shoes on, brake pads on. The brake shoes used to be on the drums on the rear, but it's all these cars, my car as well. Most cars these days have got. Although saying that, you still get drum brakes on the rear, but that's
Here's the moment of truth that we have to
rear discs all wrong. Yeah, but most cars in the old days were just drum stand. In fact, see if you went right back to the old days, you had drum brakes on the front as well. Back when Escalade, drum brakes on the front and rear.
Aye.
The Volvo also was drum brakes on the front and drum brakes on the rear. But they were prone for brake fade because the drum kept the heat in. And they would seize up a lot with the dust building up in the drum. I'll try and keep it steady.
Yeah.
So you're putting the caliper on now.
I'm actually seeing if I need to wind it back or not.
Oh right, I'm going to get that operation if I could. I'm getting up. Film the piston being pushed back into the caliper. Yeah. So that's the procedure.
I do have a wind back tool at home, but
that's what you're doing now. You're pushing the piston back into the.
I'll be attempting to anyway. Careful, because I don't want to bugger it.
So that's. So do you need to take the cover off the master cylinder?
I'm not actually sure.
Because that's pushing the hydraulic fluid back into the system.
I know it's just a fucking area job, that's the problem.
I think you've got to be careful, you don't push it too far in case you have to seal or something. There's sort of cautions required on that operation, on that procedure.
Fuck her back by hand, it was great.
Yeah.
I refuse to have to go and get a wind back tool at the house.
Because the pads are brand new, it'll be a
Yeah.
So what's actually happening now is he's pushing the piston back into the caliper to allow for the clearance. Because the old pads are worn, the piston will, it's like a self-adjust, it'll compensate. So as the pads wear though, the piston's going to come out further to make up for the wear of the pads. But when you put brand new brake pads in there, the piston has to be pushed back to compensate for the extra meat on the brake pads basically. Because obviously when the old worn ones, the piston was out further, so it's the process of pushing the piston back in. Now there's a wind back tool that you use so you could do that. Now as I say, not mechanics, don't quote me on anything on this video, this is just showing you how Struan's doing the brakes on his Ford Connect Tourneo, Ford Connect Tourneo 65 plate, 2015 model. And the other wheel will also be getting done as well. You always do brakes on both sides of the axle. If you did brakes on one side or the other, you get uneven braking. It'll start to pull on the side that brakes most. So you'd obviously do brakes on pairs on the same axle. That would be the sensible way of doing it. because you don't want uneven braking.
More than
Yeah, it is
about half worn.
that's the comparison, like, that's the old one on the left, the one nearest the camera. The new one's obvious, you can see on the sticker, the meat is on. The friction material that's on, it's not asbestos brakes, so you don't have to worry about that. It's asbestos substitute. Asbestos was harmful, very dangerous for health, not good for your lungs, and they used to use brakes lining, asbestos lining.
That car's a knacker.
Oh, I forgot this. This car part just echoes everything that goes on out there. It's an echo chamber, and you hear everything.
If you pay attention to what I'm doing.
I know about that buses, by the way, that's 8904, it's got the water pump that's making that noise. I can bet you that's what it is, I won't see it, but I'll hear it.
So you notice what I've done? New pads are still there.
Oh,
So what's happening there? I'm putting the old ones on because they fit. And in my time, I'll get the wind back tool and put the new ones on.
right, so that's the... Okay, I'll just tell the viewers that, and
Pads aren't quite that.
a wee development with the task at hand. What he's done now is put the new disc on, but he's put the old pads back on. There's still material left on the brake pads, so until he gets home in his own time, he's not got the wind back tool to wind the piston back into the caliper. So he's half doing the job. He's put the new discs on, but as a temporary measure, he's put the old pads back on until he gets home and there's the bits of wind back tool on for pushing the piston back into the caliper. So that'll still stop the car, like, obviously. Yeah, they're hard, so they're hard piston to push back as well. Yeah, that's the plan. So the new pads on this one, I'll take it you do the same on the other side then, just
I will do, yeah.
keep the pads, put the old ones back on, but you've got the new disc.
They look good.
Sometimes you used to get a wee screw on there.
Yeah, that's usually with drums. Yeah, discs, I've seen them before.
Yeah.
It's usually so that it's if you have bolted wheels, you screw one of the bolts into there and pushes the disc
because
off.
that's the
These are
studs,
just nuts.
studs that actually hold the disc on there. But with bolts it would just fall off, so you need a means to hold it on temporarily. A wee screw, it's very dusty.
That'll be another day. I'm going to take the wheel off and fucking dust that shit and underseal the car.
That's a good idea.
I actually went to Halfords and I bought a massive tub of Hammerite underseal.
Yeah. No, you know the
I
shell
wonder
gun.
what the fucking case is. I always thought it was in here. It's saying, can you not walk on your car here?
No, that's just a shell garage. I mean, somebody probably know putting their having problems with the pump.
Oh my god. Oh.
See, the brake disc will be quite sturdy and beefy as well, so
I'll probably kind of
I'll bind a bit until
bind all the way home, yeah.
but the pad's been
the tool.
worn, then you need to push that piston right back so that I think, I'm not sure, I always thought that you had to take the cover off the master cylinder lid off for the compensate for the fluid going back
Well,
up.
by all means, if you want to do it, see if it works, yeah.
Yeah, just thinking in my mind that seems to come to mind. I don't know if it's always, but I'm sure that's what because it's pushing the fluid back up the system, but there's a method you've got to watch, you don't push it past the seat.
Go and pop the bonnet.
Oh, that's what we look then, yeah. Okay, so I opened up the bonnet and removed the lid off of the brake fluid reservoir. Probably clutch and brake fluid, and probably hydraulic clutch. But anyway, that's your hydraulic. It's .4 fluid, I think. I know, it's interrupting that, is it? But yeah, I've removed the lid. Again, it's always the same way, as soon as you do a job, that's it. It's every other noises in the world. Yeah, and that allows for to compensate. So when you push the piston back in the caliper, the air will escape from the top of that reservoir. I'll show you that. Now, you do not want to get any of that fluid on your paintwork or your windscreen or anything, because it's not nice to have on your windscreen or paintwork. So the lid is put there nice and out of the way, well away from the glass and the bodywork. This is the brake, well, probably clutch and brake fluid. Has your car got a hydraulic clutch, or is it hydraulic clutch your car, or is it? Yeah, most of them are that way. So, braking clutch fluid reservoir. The fluid's well up, you see. With that lid being on, when you're pushing the piston back, you're pushing against the air. But because this fluid level is going to go up as the piston's pushed back, as I say, it's compensating for the wear for the brake pads and discs. And I don't want any dirt getting in there neither, so move that again. It's pretty windy, with any shit getting blown in there. So what I should do is I'll put the lid on so no dirt gets in there. I'll just put the lid on. I'll put the lid on loosely. I'll no screw it on just to cover the reservoir. There's a wee seal as well, so that's no tight. It's just sitting there, so none of that dust gets blown into your brake fluid. So and I'll no flood in the engine, so the air will still escape out of there. If he's doing it on the other side, to help get the disc going on the other side, and also the wear compensator with the new disc on this side. So how are you getting on here? You get the caliper on, that's good.
It's tightening it up.
Tighten up the caliper. New disc got all pads for now until it gets a winder. You might get better with the other side with the lid going off the master cylinder. It might help. Yeah, it might make it easier for you to push the piston back in. The brake difference will be slightly offset because obviously you've got these pads on the other side, no on this side if you are putting wheels on the other side. But the discs on this, two new discs. So. But you're going to go back with the winder, brake, the piston rewinder and push the piston back at a later date, probably as soon as you get a chance, I presume. That's half that job done on this side. Like I say, we're tidying everything up when we're finished. There'll be no mess left around when we're finished. Yeah, we've got everything. You've got a brush and shovel in the bag to put all the dust. Yeah, so we'll just it's got a brush and shovel and bags to put rubbish in. So when we're finished here, we'll tidy up all our tools, put everything back together, and
they won't come off.
That's good. That's discs. The anti-squeal was put back on, calipers back on. You got your all your bolts are torqued up, and their caliper bolts are torqued to the right torque.
Within reason.
Yeah, well, they're taking that back off again anyway. But the other side, you could remember your lids off on your master cylinder. That's crucial. We'll not forget that. I've left the bonnet open to sure that is.
What we can do is film this bit today, come back tomorrow to do the rest of it.
Aye, with that done, wheel goes back on. It's actually not quite so bad because you've got the wheel studs to support the weight of the wheel while you put the nuts on. There's on my car, that's those studs that hold the wheel in. You've got to hold the wheel while you put at least one stud in to stop the wheel falling off. But on this one, you just position there's studs bolted into the hub, so the wheel rests on the studs, and it's easier to put the wheel nuts on this particular model. On mine, I've just got the very shallow bit for the hub bit of the wheel to sit on, and you've got to support it and put a wheel stud in, whereas these are bolts. It's actual wheel bolt as opposed to stud.
Put them on finger tight.
Yeah, finger tight.
Plus a bit and drop the car.
Drop the car, put the weight back in the wheel, and then torque them up with torqued up.
Another thing I'm going to have to do is buy more lug nuts.
Oh, these are getting a bit wrong today.
Yeah, they're just a bit shit. See the 21mm what's meant to fit on these? It's a pain in the arse to get them actually in there, see? But the ones on the other wheel,
yeah, the new one.
absolutely fine.
Yeah, we'll show them that.
You put them on with a buzz gun.
Aye, that's right, the air gun, they just put them on and it mushes.
Yeah, and it rounds like fuck.
Yeah.
The heat expands them and they just fucking shite. Yes. Moved all my shit out of the way. Where's my ratchet? It's going to be like behind here or something.
My ratchet. So,
hell, fuck wasn't on that. New set of nuts.
yeah. So, I'll just. So they're doing the other side tomorrow then. Yeah. Oh, it's going to do the other side tomorrow. So as an attempt to measure with the old pads back on this side, because you nearly need that piston wind back to do the job much easier. So obviously we'll put the master cylinder lid back on the reservoir. The brake clutch fluid reservoir lid back on the reservoir before we finish the job. But we'll do the other side probably tomorrow. He's got the wind back for the piston, and it will take the lid off the fluid reservoir as well, which will make it easier to do that task. It's just, for now, just put the wheel back on, but that will come off again, so you get new pads on there at the day. So it's putting the weight, everything's out from under there, isn't it? Before you drop the car, watch your foot, doesn't it? Everything's out from under the car. Just go around it again, make sure everything is clear before you put the weight down and drop the weight. And now your dress is on that side, so make sure that's out the way. Get that on the camera. Oh, should that come off? Alright. The track's going to be filthy. So you just turn that anti-clockwise as a theory.
I usually do.
Yeah, it's quite tight.
Yeah. Get the feeling that I might need a set of pliers.
Oh, right, okay.
If I end it on perhaps. But then again, maybe not.
Maybe have a shot of it.
No, it's just. Well, you can't. Yeah,
See what it goes. I've used this before. Oh, here we go, look. Oh no, come on. How easy to do that? It's the fucking rubber is turning on the thing.
try something on it.
Fucking bastard. Thought I had it real easy to have the camera with one hand, used my left hand as well. It turned, it was just fucking rubber turning on it. Had me thinking. So the problem is going to be in that jack to come off. Come down. Just going to get a pair of pliers to turn the release on the jack because it's quite tight, and the rubber on the end of the jack bar is just turning on the net. This is a bit of a pain. So my jack, I'll have to clean it and probably get a new jack at some point because I've had that jack for years, decades. Don't know, just got it from a mate, I think. Another one I can't remember, got it for years anyway. It's a 2-ton trolley jack. So that's the rubber.
Right. There we go.
It's just done. Oh, good. Whoa.
So good.
I've been clearing the car, yeah, good. So that's the weight on the wheel. Just to move the jack and the block of wood. And then torque up the wheel nuts back to their torque so they don't come off. Obviously now with the weight being on, put the handbrake on I suppose. Or well, it's in gears, so
I don't want it over torque these because they're shitty wheel nuts.
so I'll just, it's compression of the engine, there's just slightly moving it. Oh, that's right, you're around the metal in there.
They won't be desperately tight.
Nah.
So,
Yeah, that's a good idea, just to... You're probably better getting them standing on it slightly, not too much, maybe just get it to... Once it's bottomed out, just give it a wee nip again, maybe a wee... Once you get it and it bottoms out, just give it a torque, and then that's it. But didn't it like beef it too much.
Yeah. Foot-pounds, isn't that roughly it?
Yeah, 110 foot. Well, that's a foot, isn't it? So you put the weight.
110 foot-pounds or 110 newton meters, whatever.
Yeah.
Can't remember, I think it's foot-pounds.
Well, foot-pound, that's number of weight, so your body weight plus a foot on there is a foot-pound. Foot-pound of torque on the torque in the bolt shop. So I'm about 110 kilograms, which is about 230. So if you stood on it even just for a bit, that's a lot of torque for the torque in the bolt shop. So that gives you an idea. That's actually longer than the foot as well. So that would be way too much. So because your foot-pound is basically a foot length lever with a weight of 110 pounds on the end, which is about 55 kilograms.
Yeah.
So it's 2.2 pounds in a kilogram. So just got to bear in mind you don't really want to stand too much weight on it if you've got a long bar because you will overtake. Bus ones are, they'll use a bunch.
Torque reducers?
Yeah, they'll be on sale in a bunch. It's
Torque multipliers you need to do.
well, yeah, that's a gearing.
Certain person's Leyland Titan.
Oh well, have you had
a lot of a torque multiplier.
Yeah, torque. Well, that's the thing, because the breaker bar would be that long, it'd be that heavy, just lifting it up would be the extra length.
It was a breaker bar, a 2-foot breaker bar with a scaffold pole on the end.
For the tighten the bus wheel nuts, yeah.
Quite funny to see.
But if you get it wrong, see if it's not right on the nut, I'll just wrong the metal. It's got to be hard right on proper, because it's only biting it's smashing the end of the nut if it's not on right. It's got to be, that's got to be right on the nut fully. If you're putting a lot of torque on it, because you imagine all that force going on a wee bit of the nut, it'll just round that a wee bit and it'll destroy the nut. So that's all security nut on, 4 wheel nuts, plus security nut, 5 total, torque down, and that's that. Well, let's think now. Tomorrow, 974 with a blown exhaust. You can hear it from here. I know it. Viral 400. You'll hear it pulling away from the traffic. I know that bus. I dragged them. It sounds good. In fact, I'm going to go and try and get it on footage. Yeah, I'll be sitting at the lights for ages, because the lights start for ages. So I'm going to hear it pulling away for the stop. This is off topic, I know, but I'm going to get the footage of it anyway, because it sounds absolutely brilliant. So I'll turn the camera in. This is off topic, but I'm not caring. That bus at the back sounds absolutely great. It sounds powerful with the exhaust, or at least I think it's something to do with that. You'll hear it pulling off. Once these lights eventually turn green, which they take absolutely ages. Pain in the arse. There we go, listen now. There's no accelerating. I don't know if you heard it, but I did anyway. It sounded quite throaty. It's got a nice grunt to it. So. Well, it's off topic, but I'm not too bothered. So yeah, I went to the tractor pulling before. I've done a video on that, and the tractors, the engines that they use, straight through pipes, and it's all about sheer grunt and power, and it sounds really powerful. You know, does it? Oh, the handbrake. Oh, you got to adjust the handbrake.
Before I come along tomorrow, I'm going to open up under that, loosen the bolt.
Oh, so there's the bolt with the handbrake?
The handbrake, yeah, the adjuster.
I don't know if I can get that.
No, it's not open, I will do though. But at the minute it only goes up like...
Oh, right, so it's only going up a wee bit. So
yeah, because that's obviously tighter. Yeah, so I'll be taking the other wheel off tomorrow, eh? So
yeah.
Once they're adjusted, they'll be just dead loose and adjusted, fine tune it.
Yeah. Another thing you've got to do as well when you put new rear ones on, brakes and pads, is you've got to readjust the handbrake as well. And there's a nut inside the handbrake lever inside the car, and you've got to adjust it there. It's inside, isn't it, that adjuster nut? So that just compensates for the wear compensating. So that'll be done as well sometime. So we've tidied everything up, and test drive it. I just found a part of it. I'm just going to drive it around here, and I'm going to listen out for any sounds coming from that wheel in case it's rubbing too much. So I'm just going to take it on the first motion test since the new disc has been put in. I've moved my car, and I'm just going to listen out for anything. Very slight binding, but nothing much. How does it feel? Oh, I did the reverse, yep. It's reversing, it's not binding, brakes good.
It will be, yeah. Well, if you can follow me just a short distance when I'm going forward.
Yeah, okay. Just follow me.
Just see when I hit the brake if the wheel turns or not. So if I drive in a straight line slowly.
Oh, right, okay. Oh yeah, what's the steering wheel where? You're braking, yeah, I get you now.
Straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead. Hit the brakes.
Ah, I get what you mean, yeah, so it's not
Dead
turning the
centre.
wheel. It's dead centre, yeah, so in other words, when you're braking it's not causing it to pull to one side. Yes.
Electronic brake distribution.
Oh, there's electronic, yeah, there's that. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Well, it's not causing any problems, is it? It's stopping, the wheels are turning, the handbrake's working.
Just come back tomorrow for the rest of it.
Yeah, part 2. No. So that's well, part 1 I suppose. We could do the next part tomorrow. The same sort of drill, do the new pads on that side, and fuel setback. White back with the white.
Take that wheel back off, lift the car up,
Yeah.
open up the caliper, push back the piston, put
Yeah.
the new pads in, lift the new disc hose in,
Yeah.
in reverse order, and then do the same for the second, the near side wheel.
And take off the lid off the hydraulic reservoir as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah, the brakes are, yeah.
Yeah, because that allows for the fluid to go on there. So it's compressing the air, otherwise we know what on. It's a sealed system, so that it's going to, just pushing the piston back, it's compressing the air inside there, because the fluid's going back up, you see. So if you take the lid off, the air's escaping, so the fluid level will go up to compensate. That's to compensate for the weight of the brakes. Video off. So that's that. So for tomorrow,
A quarter of a job done. Quarter of disc, with no new pads in the water disc.
quarter of the job done.
Quarter of a job.
So
There are 3 quarters tomorrow.
yes,
Well, actually, it's past midnight, so today.
today, yeah, it's past midnight. Right, okay, so join us tomorrow for the next part, for the remaining
22 hours time.
22 hours time for the remaining job on the brakes on the rear of this Ford Connect.
Ford Grand Tourneo Connect.
Ford Grand Tourneo Connect. I'll get it right one day. Gran Turismo.
Release for a game of Gran Turismo.
Still game, it.
Yeah, you got that, no way.
Still game. Well, I know my still game. BBC Scotland still game. That's it. Going for the still game fans will know what that is. Winston being bad for the pub.
Drink, you got barred for the pub, yeah. Just drinking with the wee widos. Coming to Galley's for a game of Gran Turismo.
Maybe I'll join you at the pub after all. We've got our
Exactly.
brains. This video's went to doing brakes in the car, to buses with blowing exhaust, to Gran Turismo stuff. I better on video. Okay, right, see what else on my channel and see you in 15 hours. 15 hours in our case, but the still game fans will know that in 15 years.
Well, depending on what time we meet tomorrow, maybe if it's 8 or 9 o'clock, 20, 21 hours.
Exactly. Okay, catch you later. Bye for now.